All right, folks, away we go.
Air traffic control, bring in New York. Roger that. Bring in Canada. 10-4. Gentlemen, we have liftoff.
Lord, I gotta get my radio on. I gotta spin it in. It's radio on. Radio. It's radio show. Radio show. Awesome. So great. You gotta check out Big B and DK. Mike Jones.
This is radio.
Download now.
Guess who is back for more?
In 24.
CaveCrewRadio.com.
Yeah, you gotta submit your musical or get creative. Submit us audio. Fan audio is our new thing, and we will play it. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is DK. It's finally Friday, and Big B is here with me.
Hi there.
Hey, folks, don't forget to move your clocks ahead 1 hour.
Oh, God.
You know, see, I get excited about that.
See, we've had this discussion before. I like moving the clocks ahead because I like more sunlight during the day and it gets darker later. But my internal body clock does not like the time difference of the sleep. Right? So you lose an hour of sleep on Saturday.
Go to bed an hour early, take a nap Sunday, whatever.
My body clock doesn't like that, and it maintains that until we move the clocks backwards. So that way my sleep kind of feels normal. It doesn't feel normal the entire time we've moved the clocks ahead, even though I like moving the clocks ahead because of more daylight.
And I say, move the clocks ahead. Do not move them back. Give us an extra hour of daylight in the winter. I'm cool if it's dark till 9 in the morning. This was all done for farmers. Those days are over.
Well, you know who doesn't have to deal with this?
Who's that? Mike?
Mike Jolitz.
Oh.
They do not move the clocks backwards or forwards in Arizona. So
That's how it should be. That's how it should be.
Right now, he is 2 hours behind us. So according to the time zones, he would technically be in mountain time.
Okay.
But on starting Sunday, he will be 3 hours behind us, which would be Pacific time.
Right. And listen, just keep it. I'm willing to pay the price for a couple weeks or a week, whatever it takes, because I suffer from whatever that thing is, lack of light deficiency.
The depression, whatever the fuck it's called.
I'm not depressed. Like, I still go to work. I still live. Excuse me. But in the winter, I go to work. I come home, turn on the fireplace, turn on the TV. Right?
Mm.
When the weather starts warming up and it's sunny outside and it's daylight till 9, I get home, I change, I get outside, fire up the barbecue, sit in the gazebo. I'm outside, I'm energized. I just feel better. That's my argument. Like, I go from, I guess I'm still a hermit because I don't really do a lot anymore, but I go from like being like a total in-the-house hermit because it hasn't been a cold winter. It hasn't been bad, but the darkness, I go to the darkness and then I'm in the house and I'm watching hockey and whatever, football, whatever's on. And the light comes and I start to feel, I want to move.
See, now you want to go outside. You want to do things.
want to be in the yard. I want to tend the garden. I want to barbecue. I want to smoke. I want to sit in the gazebo. I don't want to sit there like a lethargic idiot in front of the TV.
I still, one day I have to get to Canada because I want to see the size of your backyard. Because in my mind, it's like a mansionous
No,
backyard
no.
because you got the gazebo, you got the hot tub, you got the smoker going on, and you have room to roam around. I have to see the size of this yard.
Well, there's a shed and there's a
And there's a
swing
shed and a
and there's grass. I'm very fortunate that I'm in a side by side, right? Like a 3-story split. But the length of the yard is amazing.
I have to see this one day. I have to get there
Yeah.
and see it one day.
And I can take a picture from the back of the yard for you and show you. But and it looks great in the summer with the flowers and everything going and the solar lights and I can't wait. It's coming soon, folks. lot of winter people complaining right now. We got skiing, we got the snowshoe. Fuck off. Go to Alaska or the freaking Yukon. I'll take these 60-degree days over anything.
You know, I was watching I don't know if you know the series True Detective on HBO.
I've heard it, yeah.
Yeah, so the latest one, the season just finished. The latest one takes place in Alaska. So I'm watching all of these episodes, and of course they amp up the weather and like it's snowing in every episode. But you know, I start thinking people actually live there.
Yes.
I can't believe people choose to live in an Arctic environment and are happy about it.
No, and I don't know if it's the same in Alaska, but like in the Yukon, like which is pretty parallel in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
They have a season where it's 24 hours dark and 24 hours light.
Right. Yeah. It's the same thing in Canada. Not Canada.
Alaska.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could.
Because it's along the same line. It's that far north where at certain points the sun, I would say never fully sets, like it's dark, but like the sun is kind of just there for a while, and then the sun rises. So yeah, they have those periods. It's like however many months on and off. Yeah,
it's weird. I couldn't do that. But you get the north. I guess, like, look, if you're a lumberjack, you're a winter, you're just an outdoorsy person. I know one girl who says, I want to move up north. Not me. I want to be somewhere south when I retire.
Yeah, I can't. I don't like New York winter. I would never survive in Alaska or the Canadian Yukon winter. Never. I don't think I would survive in fucking Windsor, Ontario winter.
But it's getting better and better every year, it seems. We're called the banana belt. Everything seems to go around us. Like, I don't think I'd survive. You guys seem to get pummeled with rain and snow like you wouldn't believe in New York, off the ocean or whatever it is.
We do.
You and Boston and Maine and Newfoundland and Nova Scotia. Not here. They'll be talking about this big storm, and it'll hit an hour or two away. Somehow the lake effect just goes around us.
Well, I guess you're lucky then.
I mean, if it's cold, it's cold, right?
Right.
But, we don't get the snow other places get. It's a good place.
Well, that's like an example of places here, even in New York. Buffalo. Why people choose to live in Buffalo,
oh my
I will
God.
have no idea.
That's worse than Alaska.
That's crazy up there. What goes on in Buffalo? Because you reminded when you said lake effect and all this stuff. They get lake effect snow in like June. It's ridiculous.
And they hire people or give them free tickets. Build a dome for your football team, you fucking idiots. Anyway, we're going to go live. We're going to turn the radio on, ladies and gentlemen. And we got a great show, by the way. We usually tell you that. We do have Twitter shits. We got Mike Reads the News. We got Talking FLA. We got all the regular stuff, epicenters and all that good stuff. So I'm going to key this up. I'm going to let her go.
The show is about to start.
Roger, we have liftoff.
In 3, 2, 1.
Wow, back for more in 24. It's Cave Crew Radio. CaveCrewRadio.com.
There was a time when the world turned their back on men. Men with a dream and savage yearning within them. Legions compelled by passion that knows no boundary. A consuming flame that defies plausible explanation. Battling the forces of domestication, they find the courage to band together to experience the awesome power of being men.
I say this with all due respect.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Tonight's broadcast of the masculine feminist has been commandeered by the secret society No Ma'am.
Gonna go to a place like a shot and a beer, steak, man. Saying we can stop, get pancakes, and then we'll get laid, all right?
Why do you drink ice cold beer on a hot day?
Mr. Craven, what else you gonna do with it?
To alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
The Yankees are champions of baseball. It's a power, one goal.
This is Cave Crew Radio.
Oh, yes, it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's Cave Crew Radio. It's Friday night, and that can only mean one thing. It's time for a little more Cave Crew Radio. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Facebook. We are live on CaveCrewRadio.com. We're live on Paul Stock Radio. We're available wherever good podcasts can be found, and it is great to be with you tonight. My name is DK. I'm live from my cave in Windsor, Ontario, and I am so grateful that it is Friday night. That means, might get a little rest or something. But it's always a party here on Friday night. Hey, folks, notice I got this sticker on my mic now. The ones that, hello, Isbia. Notice that sticker on my mic, which is covered now. We have tons of them to give away, like tons of them. Mike Jolet's made them, and we'd love to send you one. CaveCrewRadio@gmail.com. Address, post office, box, whatever you got. Anyway, great show tonight. We got Twitter shits. We got Mike Reads the News. We got Epicenter. We got Drink of the Week. We got news, and we got Talking FLA, and whatever else sidetracks us tonight. If you didn't catch the pre-show, we were debating daylight savings time. Do not forget to set your clocks ahead. I think I like it more than Christmas, to be honest with you. But anyway, I've spewed enough. Let me bring in my friend.
And now, he is the king of the sovereign county of Urine Stench and Stenchlandia, the commander-in-chief of the Water Gypsies, the self-proclaimed president of the United States, a university graduate, and always the epicenter of something. Ladies and gentlemen, His Royal Highness, Big B.
Yes, live from Queens, New York, I am King B, and I am also the brand new Speaker of the House. And as always, the epicenter of something. This week, I am the continued epicenter of the major announcement that is coming on April 12th, I believe it is. But we are now exactly 20 days from a major event happening that triggers this announcement.
You've got me in suspense this time. It's usually me that keeps you over the hanger.
This is a major announcement that will affect this show, and exactly 20 days from today.
I hope it doesn't shut us down. Is all I'm hoping.
Well, we're going to find out. 20 days from now, a major event happens, and then I will not be available for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, so you're 15 and 22.
No, I am off 29 and April 5th.
And I'm off 22 and 29.
Yes.
So there's going to be like a 3-week lull. So we will have a show next week. And then we're going to have a 3-week. I can tell you why I'm not available. I've taken a new job responsibility, and I'm going to Florida to see my cousin in Fort Myers, and I'm going to vitamin D and put on rainbow shirts and a straw hat, and I'm just going to soak up the sun for 7 days.
Will you be sporting a loofah anywhere?
I didn't see. This is the problem when I go to Florida, and we've got some good Florida stories coming up. I haven't seen any of this shit, and I've been to Florida about 8 times.
Mm.
I'm not lucky enough. Yes, sweetie, I am going to sit at the dock with that damn old dog and I can't bring my acoustic guitar, but I'm going to sit at the dock with that damn old dog from 6 a.m. to whenever you guys drive me to a flea market or wherever the hell I got to go that day. And then when I get back, I'll be back at the dock with margaritas and just chilling.
Mm.
It's my kind of vacation, Big B. Like there's those kind of vacations where you go and they're fun, right? Like Nashville, or when the kids are young, you go to like Universal or Disney, or even when we went to Halifax, it was a little bit, it was kind of like an in-between.
Mm-hmm.
But I really like it. Like you get there, and everyone likes, the girls all like, it's me and 3 girls. Last year her husband was there. I was safe, but it's me and 3 girls. But I wake up before anyone else, make a coffee, go to the dock. I sit there and we do like one thing for a few hours, and then you're back. It's not rush.
So
yes, the flea market has a beer, Isidore, and I remember where it is.
So I know you come to the States a lot for vacation, not counting your times you go to Detroit for games. You come to the States a lot for vacation. I know you have relatives in Florida. That's why you go to Florida. But you've never actually vacationed in New York, which is weird because everybody comes to New York for vacation just to see it. You've gone to Nashville, you've gone to Florida, you've gone to was it Ohio,
North Carolina, I've been to Tennessee, I've been now I've been to upper state New York, and I have been to Buffalo. It's right across from Niagara Falls. We got to interrupt this for a second, folks. Very important segment of the show. And if you don't know, this segment stops everything. Get on a pen and paper, and here we go.
Mrs. B presents the drink of the week.
I hope she's getting creative again.
Well, no, this is just a plain drink this week. No garnishments. She just took a sip because she made herself one too, and is gagging with the amount of alcohol. Of course, I will feel fine with it. This is called a kamikaze. So it's
kamikaze is usually in a shot glass, by the way, ladies.
Well, not the way we used to drink them at the bar, but it's a triple sec lime juice and vodka, and that's it. And let's give this a taste. She's dying over there.
What her simple syrup is going to spoil on the shelf.
Not bad. She's dying. She took a sip. She's dying. So I know you
Is
said
there extra?
kamikazes.
Is there extra in the dead eggs cup?
Not in the dead egg cup. We've done this one again. This the same as last
Oh,
week.
so you have extras. So you're gonna be wrecked by the time we get to talking FLA.
There is extras. So I know you said these usually are in a shot glass, but back in the day, when before we had children, when we would go to the bar, we'd always go, and there was a large group of us. We'd always go to the same bar where we were good friends with the bartender. Like we played, beer, bar league softball with him and all that. So we knew the bartender, and that's where I said we would throw just piles of 20s on the bar. We'd all put $20 in the bar, so there'd be a pile of cash. And he would come around with pitchers of kamikazes.
Oh my God.
And we would just drink along with the beers that we're drinking and any other mixed drinks we're ordering. He would make pitchers of kamikazes for us. And we would just sit there and drink them at the bar on a Friday and Saturday night.
Now, please tell me you weren't driving that broken down white van.
No, this was after.
That's long after that.
Long after the white van. This was, we were driving our own vehicles.
Yeah, Isbia and I used to have a lot of fun too, but now I'm old.
Well, I mean, we're in the same boat. I mean, obviously we're not going to any bar.
I still like to
She
drink.
can't drink it. She's now pouring her drink into the extra container. So I'm going to have a lot extra.
You are all set. Just to match, I think I'm going to need a few margaritas tomorrow. We might Uber to Texas Lone Star. I don't know.
Texas Lone Star.
Yeah, it's best fajitas in the world.
Oh, all right then.
Best fajitas in the world.
But let's get back. I'm curious to get back to the New York conversation real quick.
Yeah, so Isbia wants to go there. She's always like, we need to go to New York. And I was thinking today, because we haven't picked a city yet. We always get like a week in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't going to throw New York in there. I was thinking Boston, Pittsburgh, New Orleans, Myrtle Beach, and Isbia can pick whatever she wants, and I plan all the activities out. And you left Chicago off the list. We've been there.
Oh, Chicago. Okay. So you just listed you were going to put together some cities. Boston, historic Boston. A lot of people go there. You said Pittsburgh. What the fuck is in Pittsburgh besides the Steelers and the Pirates?
In the failing Penguins.
Oh, and the Penguins, yeah.
And even Sydney wants out of there now. But
it's too late now. Trade deadline's done.
Well, summer's coming. That's when the action happens. All these, just to get hockey for a second, all the Leafs year in, year out, Dubas sold the farm. Brad Trelevin had nothing to work with. He made a couple of moves to get some toughness and some defense and said, boys, you won it last year, one round only, but you won a round last year. It's on you. You can't keep selling. There's going to be 16 teams in the playoffs. I'm not trying to turn this into a sports show, ladies and gentlemen, but it's as simple as this. 8 or 9, and the Rangers didn't do a lot, and I commend them. Last year they did. 16 teams. Within a week and a half, there's 8. Last I checked, one team's going to win the cup. The rest of the teams that sold the farm today and the rest of the week, waste of money. Build your team in the offseason. I like that.
You see the trade for Hurdle. Vegas gave up a lot to get Thomas Hurdle.
Okay. I saw a post, and folks, we're not going to drag you into a lot of hockey. We used to do a hockey show, but I saw a post. Without LTIR right now, I have no idea how Vegas does this, because I used to think Toronto was the best at doing this. They are 145 million over the cap.
Oh my God. But because of LTIR, they're not.
Mark Stone's going to come back. Alex Rodriguez is going to come back. Like, anyway.
And Bacon just joined the chat just in time.
Hey, you didn't let me play the game.
Oh, he said it's Bacon, so I didn't bother.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hi, Bacon. We're talking a little hockey. Sorry. Got a little sidetracked. But I don't know how you feel about the Rangers. I like what my team did. I like what the Leafs did. You got Edmondson, who's older, but he's a big, rough, shot-blocking piece of shit. And you got a Bushkin, who knows the team, and you got this little freaking devil who's a penalty killer and full of speed. Now, you guys I pay the money to, do your job.
See, I like the Rangers got the center from Seattle, Alex something or other. I like that. Good third line center. But they needed a top of the line right wing, and they got the dude from Columbus.
Yeah, but you know what, Big B? You got King, you got Tarasenko. I don't know who else you got. You got more. It didn't get you anywhere.
Right. But they are in need.
You got a good team. You just need a little bit of depth. That's all you need.
They need a top line right wing on line one. They don't have one. They could have gotten Frank Vetrano, but they decided not to. They decided to get the dude from Columbus. Oh, boy.
I'm starting to believe, though. I kind of like what the Leafs has done. We're paying you guys all this fucking money. You're lazy pieces of shit. It comes down to heart and will. Okay? Big B, I don't know. You watch your team, I watch mine. I've seen these guys animals while Morgan Riley was suspended. Absolute animals. Went on a 7-game streak. And then the next night, they're and this dipsy do they do at the blue line and make giveaways for breakaways and I'm sorry, I said to Isabel last night when McCabe cross-checked Marchand in the throat. I think it was Marchand. Bad play, bad form. Good for him. It's kind of shit you need. You need a little grit.
I'll tell you, when the Leafs played the Rangers the other night, great hockey game, back and forth, great overtime period, went down to the shootout, and it was won by your favorite Toronto Maple Leaf player ever with a great move on Shesterkin. Your favorite player ever, Mitch Marner.
I don't care if he's married. I think he's transferring gender. They're always your great penalty killer, shorthand goals, give him the Selkie. He's a piece of shit if you watch him. The guy's got more giveaways. His idea of a body check is putting one hand on his stick, not even two, and giving a little jab. And then when the guy goes by him, he always makes sure he's doing like he's on fucking Saturday Night Fever or something. He's got one more year on his contract. Stop saying trade Nylander. Stop saying trade Riley. Trade that piece of shit for Peryanko or someone.
Come on now. That's your favorite Toronto Maple Leaf player
he has
ever.
Shades of brilliance. And I don't have stats on my end, but I'd love to see his plus minus because he doesn't hold his head up when he passes, which is Atom Hockey League, like kids. Keep your head up. Look where you're putting the puck. These behind the back bullshit. Ugh. Anyway, this isn't a sports show. Let's do Twitter shits. And then we'll get into some action. So, ladies and gentlemen, Twitter shits, great friend of ours, Mike Jolitz, who had me in shock this morning because usually on Friday mornings, I wake up and there's an email from Mike Jolitz, and it's either Mike reads the news or it's Mike read the news and Twitter shits. So I emailed him. I go, like, have you quit the show? I didn't put it that way. I'm just kidding. But I'm like, nothing this week. And he went, sorry, I'm a little bit behind. And he sent me both. So anyway, folks, Twitter shits. This is where you listen closely because we are going to give you our favorites at the end of the show and name our Twitter handle of the week. And away we go. Twitter shits.
Now, it's time for another edition of Twitter Shits with Mike Jolitz.
Mike Jolitz Twitter shit. You write the tweets and he reads it. Mike Jolitz Twitter shit. You write the tweets and he reads it. Mike Jolitz Twitter shit. You write the tweets and he reads the fucking shit. All right. All right.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Twitter Shit. Yes, everyone, this is Twitter Shits. This is where I take a Twitter story and I tell you what it had to say about it. On today's episode, Lizzo makes an appearance on the Twitter Shits. Someone posed the question, is there anything she can't do? Roll Her and Flower tweeted, go skydiving in a yellow jumpsuit without the world believing the sun is falling.
And then?
8 tons of fun tweeted, eat healthy, do a pull-up, play hide and seek with the kids.
And then?
Big girl fan tweeted, wipe her own ass, see her penis while looking down, ride a roller coaster, and probably run.
And then?
Permanently tired tweeted, yes, wear spandex.
And then?
I'm not here tweeted, when Lissa goes camping, the bears hide their food.
And then?
30 Stone tweeted, put down a fork.
And then?
Pull my finger tweeted, pass up a snack.
And then?
Butt plug tweeted, read the scale herself, see her feet, wear a size 2, be on top.
And then?
Pretty but stupid tweeted, sing, push away from the table.
And then?
Feckin' L tweeted, cross your legs, pass an all-you-can-eat buffet, make good music, jump.
And then?
Power farting tweeted, can't go in a bouncy house, abstain from them vittles, and make me want her.
And then?
American Bacon tweeted, diet, lose weight, eat a salad.
And then?
And finally, in the Twitter shits, Tim Hortons employee tweeted, see her own vajayjay without a mirror, and stop eating after midnight.
And then?
No, and then. All right, you guys, that does it for this. The Twitter shits. Oh, it was just as mean as the last time. Brutal. All righty, guys. Just ciao on a feeder saying later, bye-bye.
Mike Jolitz Twitter shit. You write the tweets and he reads it. Mike Jolitz Twitter shit. You write the tweets and he reads it. Mike Jolitz Twitter shit. You write the tweets and he reads the fucking shit. All right. All right.
No ending. No ending. We need a sound clip of that. I'm gonna clip that, and whenever you and I get in a debate, I'm gonna go no ending. I have to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I was a little bit stressed. My blood pressure was high, and I was in a bad mood, and I knew the one thing that brings me happiness is Cave Crew Radio. It's not the one thing. Isby, if you're still here, I'm sorry. It's not the one thing, but it really cheers me up on a Friday night and sets me up for the weekend. And it's great to be here with everyone. We're having a lot of fun. So here's what we do if you're new to this. I pick my top 5, and Big B will tell me if I missed anything. Hands down this week. Hands down. Usually Big B knows I'm flipping between 2 or 3. I can't decide which one it was. But here's what I got this week, Big B, and then you can chime in, of course. Number 5, after last week's show, butt plug.
There you go.
Yeah, saw a lot of those last week. Darth Invader. By the way, folks, if you missed last week's show with Amanda and her new job, I wouldn't even download it. I'd just go watch it on YouTube. There's a lot of good visual, and it hasn't been pulled yet, baby.
I can't wait till she's back on.
Apparently, it's next week again.
Oh, great.
with her toy of the week.
I can't wait.
Number 4, big girl fan.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like big butts, and I can, everybody has their own appetite, right? Number 3, power farting.
Yeah.
I get those sometimes at the end of the day where just a lot of gas is built up, and you just have you could knock down a building.
You gotta let it go.
Yeah. Number 2, I'm not here. I don't know why I like that one.
Okay.
But my absolute favorite, and we may try this after dinner and after the hockey game tomorrow night if you're still here, Isbia. The number 1 is.
And the number 1 Twitter handle is.
Roll her in flour.
That was, I'll write that down.
That was the very first one, I think.
That was the very first one. I wrote that down too, and that was my favorite as well. I also had power farting as well. Yep. And I had pretty but stupid.
Oh, I missed that one. See, he goes so freaking fast. Is there any way to scale him back a bit?
He has a rhythm. Let him keep his rhythm.
Yeah.
But yes, roll her in flour. If I had a vote, that would be the Twitter handle of the year so far.
It might be like let's shut it down in March. There's what, 9 months left.
So so far 1, 2, 3, we have 5 winners. FarmAnimalsOnly.com.
I like that.
Pee on me.
Yeah, that's cool.
Fondle my wang.
Yeah.
Fat guy in a raincoat.
Yo, that's good too, though.
It is, but it's not as good as roll her in flour.
Roll her in flour, especially after the big girl fan. I'm imagining taking like this 350-pound woman and like really getting your back into it, pouring flour on the floor and just tossing her in flour. And just imagine how smooth it would. You really slide. It'd be like almost like downhill skiing.
Get your back into it.
That's what you got to do with those girls. I used to, they used to have a saying, right? Like one for show, one for go, right? You got your one girl, you want to get the prettiest girl, and you want to keep her, and but you're going to respect her, and you're going to be a gentleman. At least in my day, I don't know if that exists anymore. After tonight, I don't think so. But anyway, and then you got the one, like it's 1:00 at the bar. The pretty girls didn't like you because you've had a little bit to drink or whatever the problem is, and you say, "Hey, do you want to get involved?" And you take the fat girl, and somehow you fit in a car together. I have no idea. It's usually an Austin Mini. I'm perfectly fine. At the time, I was probably 5'9", 135. But you're in there, and you're like, you know what Amanda said about the flashlight?
Mm-hmm.
You need that because you're cruising across the Rockies trying to find exactly where that thing is because it's covered by so many rolls. It's impossible. You're so intense on ejaculating because you're a fucking young man. You're willing to sacrifice yourself to fucking Jabba the Hutt in a female version. It's sloppy. It's gross. You close your eyes. I don't even know if it's warm. I can't remember.
So let me tell you a quick story. I was at the bar that I was talking about earlier that we all would go to, right? In the back of the bar was the dartboard. We'd always play darts. And we're drinking, playing darts. This one night, Tainted Love is on the jukebox.
I know that song.
Yeah. So we're playing darts and not paying attention. This chick comes up to me She's not like fat or anything, but she's wearing like a wife beater shirt, and she's got dragon breath. And she comes up to me and starts singing "Tainted Love" in my ear. Now, my wife is there. She's drinking with everybody else, with all of us. So she sees this, doesn't get jealous or anything. The chick sings "Tainted Love" in my ear. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? She walks over to the bar. So we come up with this plan that I take a friend of mine over. He's going to be my wingman, and I'm going to start getting this chick to, get involved with me, not sexually. We're not making out or anything like that, but just, we're going to start talking and all of this. And I had my wedding ring on, obviously, because I'm married, and I was going to do the ruse where, I was cheating on my wife. She's 5 feet away. She came up with this plan. Another chick friend of ours was then going to come over and start an argument with me over her that I was cheating on her with the chick at the bar. And it worked up until the point where the other chick was going to come over and argue with me because she was supposed to like slap me and like, what the fuck, and this and that, and almost start a brawl. But she chickened out at the end.
Nah.
But I did get the chick talking. I sat down next to her. I had a friend of mine next to me, and we ordered drinks, and I bought her a drink as well. And we started talking, and I laid it on. I had the wedding ring on. I was like, yeah, things aren't working out, and just, looking for a little companionship tonight. Whatever.
Side job.
Whatever I said, right? Just to get it. And she was drunk and had dragon breath and was nasty and was like, oh, really? And then we started talking. But the other chick chickened out. So we kind of just had to. Then I had to work my way out of that situation.
Yeah, I got to go to work. Sorry.
Right. Yeah. I was like, oh, wait, they're calling me. I'll be right back. And I never came back.
So back to the fat chick thing, though. It's okay if you've never been there. It wasn't a proud part of my life, but when you're young and you're just looking for a hole. Have you ever been in the back seat and rolled off the mountain?
No, I have not.
It's painful. It's a long drop, ladies and gentlemen. Roll off the mountain.
Now, when we were kids, every one of us, we didn't necessarily have to have like an alcohol problem or a problem, anything like that. But we've all hit rock bottom in things, the stupidity things that we did with drinking in youth and all that. We all hit rock bottom at one point. I remember my
money.
Whatever it was,
jobs,
whatever it was. Is that your rock bottom?
Well, back in the day, they used to have those humps in the middle of the floor.
Oh, on the car you're talking about?
Yeah, the way the drivetrain was.
Where the transmission is, yes.
Yeah, you don't have it that way anymore. But back in the day, so the seat's up, I don't know, let's say 2.5 feet. From there, you get on top of Big Mama, and she's trying to spread and back up, and again you're in one of those minis, right? But anyway,
was this the probe? Was this the probe?
No. Oh God, no. Okay. Only beautiful women like my wife were allowed in the probe.
Okay, I just had to make sure.
And you guys negate the probe, but the probe has allowed me to be married for pretty much 25 years. Okay. She loved the probe, and then she loved me. Anyway, you fall off this. It's almost like being in a bouncy castle. But you lose your balance because it's shaped like this, right? Like, and you roll down the hill, and Jack and Jill, thank God Jill didn't come tumbling after. Because I wouldn't be here today. And if I was, I'd be like Stephen Hawking.
You were like Humpty Dumpty. You fell off the wall.
You fell off the wall, yeah.
You had a great fall.
Anyway, enough about me. Let's do some news. Let's talk about some other weird people other than me. But
I like talking about you, though.
But see, it's funny. What time? We're gonna probably not get to talking FLA, and we'll have stories, but who cares? I'm sitting in the boardroom with my new staff. I've got this new assignment in a different city. I know I have 2 plants that I'm running, and the other guy who's retiring. Before you go into what your expectations are, tell them a little bit about yourself. And I'm sitting there, and I went, "Well, I used to coach hockey, and I still really like hockey, and I like the barbecue. I like the smoke. Yeah. Oh shit. I'm a drag." So all these stories I tell you, I used to live like this, really exciting. And don't get me wrong, I'm happy. I really like my life. I like what I'm doing. I like what I'm working for. And we got some good shit around here where, like we were talking about before, the backyard is like a paradise, and I really love it and relaxes me, and we travel and shit like that. We have a lot of fun. But I'm sitting there and going, I don't do shit.
Well, yeah,
Anyway,
it's
enough
funny.
of me.
One of the guys I work with, today was his last day, so I went over to the warehouse where he works, say goodbye. We worked well together for a few years, and it was great. So I went over to say goodbye, and we started talking about music. He's like, "Yeah, a friend of mine invited me out to see a band." He goes, "I'm not going to see any local bands anymore." I said, "You know what? I'm in the same boat. I did all that shit when I was younger. Nowadays, I am not going to see a local band. I'm not sitting there in a bar. I'm not sitting there in a club. I'm going to stay home and then barbecue when it's nice out."
Yeah, there's a few local bands I like, and they play classic rock and all that stuff. But I have been brought down to. Now remember, I'm like Big B. I was a Metallica, Anthrax, Wasp, Iron Maiden. Blake Shelton was my last concert.
Well, I just got tickets to go see Def Leppard with Journey and Steve Miller.
Oh yeah, I thought it was Foreigner and Journey. Oh no, Foreigner and Styx.
Oh,
are coming to Detroit, and I really, really want to see that. Now, the one guy's got Parkinson's, I guess, in Foreigner, so I don't know if he's going to play, but yes, that new Journey singer, he's good. You can it's going to Detroit too. We can see both Isadora.
Yeah, the Filipino guy that they got to replace Steve Perry. Yeah,
she's trying to get me to this this fucking jamboree. Oh yeah, he's playing. I don't know any of their songs. But yeah, so yeah, there's the Journey Def Leppard. I saw Journey with their new singer with a friend of mine. I had tickets at the Caesars Casino here in town. He's good. They're good.
I've seen videos. Yeah,
I saw them with Weezer, who's another band I love.
I can't stand Weezer.
And but I've always wanted to see Foreigner, and I love Styx. The lead singer of Styx is actually the guy that does that song we talked about a few weeks ago, Psycho Killer.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Ha 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 ha. So that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see.
And your wife says the Country Hoedown is what she wants to go see.
Yeah, I can't wait. And you know what? I got this straw cowboy hat from Nashville that I really like. And I wanted to wear it to the Blake Shelton concert. You're not wearing that. Well, I'm going to a fucking country concert. Why can't I wear my cowboy hat?
When else would you wear a straw cowboy hat?
I'm going to wear it
outside of a country show.
I'm going to wear it around the house with socks on, naked. Is what I'm going to do tomorrow.
That's not an image that I want to picture.
Or Isbia.
Hey, she has to see it. I don't have to. I'm in a
Anyway.
completely other country, so I don't have to see it.
All fun and games. But yeah, I'd like to see the one with Journey and Def Leppard. I really want to see that guy with the one arm, how he does it.
He's so
The
good.
same lead singer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I saw them with that Motley Crue show, Motley Crue was a disaster, but Def Leppard was awesome.
Yeah, they got good tunes. I'd enjoy that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Just in the summer.
Yeah. And that's the best time to see. And see, that's when I'll go, Big B, to see local music. I'll sit in an outdoor cafe, listen to a guy play guitar. I'll drive down to the lake when they're having, they got these amphitheaters, and we'll listen to a band. We'll have dinner and a couple drinks, and we'll walk over. And that's when I like the local stuff.
Right.
Oh, he's refilling, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm refilling. I'm refilling for a second time.
Oh, second time. We need a drum roll, please. It's kamikaze night.
So this is all that's left. So I've had 2 full glasses already, and this is all that's left.
Well, we still got, not an hour, but pretty close. You're going to have to find something. By the way,
I still got my
I know that I've been the guy that's named the show the past couple weeks. I'm really surprised. I don't have anything written down.
And neither do I.
Oh, great.
But we still have an hour left.
There's been some classics.
I've written nothing down because I'm enjoying the conversation too much.
The only thing I will demand on tonight's show is it can't be penis. I was uploading the show, and the last 2 shows have penis in the title.
Oh, penis paste.
Stampeders are. Can we play a game now, or is it bacon?
What is it? The Stampeders are in Kingston next month. Sweet City one. What the fuck does that even mean? I don't even.
I'm going to take a guess on a Facebook user.
Oh, okay. So hold on. Let me get there. I just figured it was bacon.
Vegas.
Ooh, Jay Vegas. Let's see. Hold on. I am getting there now. It is. Well, your wife ruined it, first of all.
Well, if it came more often, Jimmy. When are you gonna? At least I was in the right area. Jimmy's Sports Bar.
Yes.
Great place, ladies and gentlemen.
By the way, right there.
Yeah, we still got to get there. Jimmy, you need to come on the show again and guest with us. And we want to do The Price is Right again.
Oh, The Price is Right was awesome. Yeah. But yeah, right there, I'm still repping, Jimmy. I'm still repping the sports bar.
And I do
the sports lounge, sorry.
But I had to wear blue to match blue tonight. So
he's very matchy tonight.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jimmy's Sports Lounge, not a sports bar, sports lounge right there.
And I'm telling you, Big B, you got to hang out with this guy. Not only is he generous, he's absolutely hilarious. Met him at a Leaf game up in Toronto. We're same hotel. We were at the hotel and the bar, and Jimmy loves Cape Crew, and Cape Crew loves Jimmy's. We're gonna get there someday, Jimmy.
One day we will, because I'm making it my life's mission to get up to Canada to see the gigantic, humongous, fucking different strokes feeling backyard of DK, and we will make the road trip to Jimmy's.
Yeah, we might as well see that natural wonder of the world while we're on our way and show you Niagara Falls.
Sure, why not?
Yeah. And the CN Tower. We'll drive by all that stuff. But yeah, Jimmy told me last time him and I were texting, he might get tickets from Molson. So Molson is a beer, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're a sponsor.
Yeah.
And because he has a bar, he might get us Molson tickets for a Leaf playoff game and a Blue Jay game.
Oh, look at that. That's awesome. especially
And,
a Leaf playoff game. I mean, that's a whole other level of hockey game.
if we make it. And Jimmy's seats, like I sit way up in the fuck. My nose starts to bleed, by the second period.
Right.
But Jimmy's seats, he's like right there. It's like watching it on a jumbotron.
Well, I mean, he's got it like that. He can sit it. He can sit center ice at I don't even know what the fuck stadium. It's not Maple Leaf Gardens anymore. Whatever it is.
I don't even know if it's Scotiabank anymore.
Scotiabank, whatever. It was better when it was the Maple Leaf Gardens. But anyway, Jimmy has
I've been there too. Those seats are so narrow though. But that I was there when I was a kid, and yeah.
I don't know. I just like I don't like the fucking Pizza Hut Arena. I like the Boston Gardens, the Maple Leaf Garden, Madison Square Garden, even with the Nassau Coliseum. Now it's TD Bank Arena,
like Scotiabank or what? Air Canada. No, it was Air Canada. Now
Air
it's
Canada
Scotiabank.
Center.
You're right. It isn't too bad. It's still kind of old, but there's like some bars in there, and there's all this. You can buy like it's not like hot dog, popcorn, beer. That's it. But when you go to Little Caesars Arena, or what's the fucking place the Tigers play? Anyway, it matters not.
It used to be Tiger Stadium,
which was the best baseball stadium on the planet. It was grass. It was like that was the best place. Anyway, I can't remember the name of it. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to hold things up. It's like being in a mall.
Right.
There's stores, there's restaurants, there's museums, there's Little Caesars Arena is beautiful. If they cut the red out, it would be even better. So when you sit in your chair, everything's red, and those are the biggest pieces of shits you ever met in your life.
Well, I have to give it up to the Islanders. UBS Arena is an awesome
that's
arena.
Brand new, right?
That's brand new. Yeah, it's an awesome arena. But again, it's UBS Arena. I hate that, these corporate sponsored named arenas. I hate them.
Well, now they're putting shit on their helmets and shit on their jerseys.
You got to change. You got to digitize the boards for TV, and they put the things even on the ice now. They have digital ads on the ice. Which,
yes,
if you're live,
nothing annoys me worse than those fucking moving ads.
Oh yeah,
just put a fucking billboard on there for the year. I don't need. I'm gonna have a seizure for fuck's sakes.
He says the OHL rink in Kingston just got named the Slush Puppy Center.
Oh,
good God!
And when's the last time you won a championship? Don't worry, boys. The streak will be over now. We're going to the Slush Puppy Center.
Can't wait. I got center ice tickets at the Slush Puppy Center. I hate
anyway, you ready for some news or what?
I have it queued up. I have the page. I have the email queued up.
This week in weird news. You still got time. I babble for a little bit.
Yeah, it's weird news.
All right.
Behind the headlines this week in weird news.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is when we try to see if the weird news and Talking FLA can top all the weird shit that's going on with us. First story. Oh, I don't know about you, but I don't like to interact too much with police.
Mm-hmm.
And I certainly wouldn't do what this guy is doing when he calls the police on himself.
We've had many a conversation in our youth. We all drank and drove home. We're all alive for it, something we wouldn't do ever again, but we made stupid decisions when we were younger. This man apparently decided he didn't like the decision he made. First story of the night comes from the left-leaning shitbag Guardian. Headline reads, man calls police to report himself for drunk driving in North Yorkshire.
Oh, over on the other side of the creek.
Over in Choo Choo Stew Land.
Yeah.
A man has been arrested in Knaresborough after reporting himself to the police for drunk driving. North Yorkshire police said they received a call shortly before midday on Monday from a man who said he was drunk driving and doesn't know what he is doing.
Great. Why didn't you just pull over and call an Uber and go back and get it once you slept it off? Sorry, I'm not even using proper grammar.
The man, who is in his 50s, told the 999 call handler, that's their version of 911.
Yes, I love 999. It's a lot simpler, though. I'm in trouble.
999. He called the 999 handler that he was in the Knaresborough area of North Yorkshire and that he had a heavy weekend. Officers located a vehicle, a black transit van, within 15 minutes, and the man was arrested after a breath test found he was more than 3 times over the legal limit. The roadside breath test recorded the driver at 118. The legal limit in England, Wales, and North Ireland is 35.
Remember that if you go to the old country.
That's right.
And rent a car. And if you rent a car, I guess.
It's 35 micrograms per 100 milliliters of breath. I don't know what all that means, but he was drunk.
Now, again, you're the judge. You're the highest judge of urine court, Ellie.
Mm-hmm.
Guy's wasted, putting other people in danger, including himself.
Right.
But he's honest enough to rat on himself.
Mm-hmm.
Would there be a slight margin of forgiveness?
He would, in the highest court of urine stench, Alley, he would spend the night in jail just to sober up in the drunk tank, we call it.
Yeah.
And then be released with no further action against his license. Like, I don't know how they do it in England, but here in the U.S., you get points, you get your license suspended.
Yeah, you get suspended, they impound your car, yada, yada,
right.
yada.
So you would spend the night in jail in the drunk tank to sober up, and then the next morning you would be on your way with no other actions taken against you because you were honest.
See, I'm a firm believer of karma and good deeds. He, even at that high level of intoxication, where he should have been taking a cab, or be smart like me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm roared up. I want to have a couple drinks tomorrow. I'm going to let my wife drive. I know I'm safe. But honesty is something that is so rare these days. As they say in the game of golf, Big B would give him a mulligan.
A mulligan, that's right. All you do is just, go into the cell, just sober up.
Yeah.
Don't put anybody else in danger. Sober up and then go home.
Yeah. We're going to sleep it off. Barney Fife will be there in the morning. He's going to let you out.
And that's it. You're free to go. No further action taken against you. Well, in this case, the man was arrested and remanded in custody. Posting about the incident on social media, North Yorkshire police said man calls the police to report he is the drunk driver. Quote, well, it's not every day that this happens. A suspected drunk driver dobs themselves into the police. A similar incident took place in the U.S. in March last year when a driver who had a blood alcohol level of twice the legal limit called the police to report someone driving on the wrong side of the road, unaware that it was actually himself.
Oh, well, now, see, that's a different story. There's cars coming at me. What the fuck is wrong with these people?
And if I'm not mistaken, we covered that story.
You're probably right. There's Big B, there's been so many. I swear we could have a book. Like, it'd be a great book. It would be better than Ripley's Believe It or Not. But
in a call to police, he said someone almost ran me off the road, but when officers attended the scene, they discovered the caller was on the wrong side of the road and was intoxicated. Lancaster County Sheriff's Office said it was able to arrest the man before anyone was seriously hurt.
And see, that's the most important part, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, take a cab, take an Uber, have your wife drive. Or better yet, we have a good friend that doesn't even drink.
Right. If you, I really don't know people who don't drink, but
she's allergic. She's legitimately allergic to it. My wife will say, "Oh, why you're inviting them?" And I'm like, "You'll see." But anyway, that's all I got on that.
That's the end of the story.
A great story it was. All right, so next one. Let me get to the. Oh, okay. So if anybody knows, I fucking hate Domino's. They microwave their pizza. It's absolute shit.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't get fast food pizza to begin with, but if you do, there's better options. Little Caesars, Pizza Hut, whatever. I fucking hate Domino's. So here's one to show you why you should never order from Domino's.
Oh, come on. This fucking, hold on. It's fucking pop-ups.
Yeah, I hate them.
Fucking site. Hold on. Give me a minute.
Like, I'm telling you, people, while he's getting ready. Like, I remember ordering a Domino's pizza and I held up and all this shit fell off the top. Like, I swear they like, at least the other places, they put it in a pizza oven. And it's not as good as your local handmade pizzeria. In our case, like a Capri or Fred's Brewery has a really good flatbread. I hate Domino's, and I know people that like it.
Mm-hmm.
Former co-host Choo Choo Stew was a favorite of his.
Right.
They do pizza over there.
So I will read the story, but then I want you to come back to this picture because I have an observation.
Okay.
Headline reads, there are tons of pop-ups on this fucking site. It's pissing me off. Headline reads, Domino's Japan apologizes after employees' nose-picking video goes viral. Pizza delivery giant Domino's is in damage control mode after a video surfaced online of an employee appearing to pick his nose and wipe it on the pizza dough.
Oh.
The incident has sparked outrage and raised concern about food safety. The video, which went viral on social media platform X, which is formerly Twitter, shows the employee using his gloved finger. God damn it. I
think that was in the story, ladies and gentlemen, and forgive him for taking the Lord's name in vain.
There are so many fucking pop-ups in this shitty site. Shows the employee using his gloved finger to pick his nose and then wiping it on the dough. When interviewed by the Japan News, the employee admitted to the act, saying he thought it would be funny but regretted his actions. As a result, Domino's has terminated the employment of the individuals involved. Oh, this fucking thing.
It's okay. We got the gist of the story. Do you
All
want
right,
me?
I'm not going back to it because there are so many fucking pop-ups. It's ridiculous.
So this dude picks his nose. There you go, folks.
So I want to draw your attention to this picture. Look at both sides of this picture. On my left is a picture of the guy himself.
Yeah, picking his nose. Ours too.
Right. Can you notice what finger he's using to pick his nose?
Oh, correct. See, this is observation. This is an investigative journalist.
Mm-hmm.
It is not the same finger, ladies and gentlemen. This is as Donald Trump would say, fake news.
Fake news. So if you see the picture on my left,
Yeah.
For those of you that are not watching this on video and listen to it on podcast, the picture on my left is a picture of the person himself in the act of picking his nose. What he's doing is picking his nose with his pointer finger.
Yeah, forefinger.
Okay?
Yeah.
The picture on my right is a picture of the finger in the dough, except the picture in the finger that is in the dough is his middle finger.
Is fuck you.
Right. So what this was a joke to get views, clicks, whatever. He didn't actually contaminate the dough, but it was meant to show, like, kind of, I'm sure he did it really quick. Like he picked his nose with one finger and then put this finger in the dough really, really quick. So it looked like it was the same thing to get the views and the clicks and all of this stuff. He didn't actually contaminate the dough. He was making a joke.
But lesson learned, ladies.
Lesson learned, of course. Domino's has every right to fire the guy because even doing this as a joke of food safety, it's very important. Absolutely fire him. He deserves to be fired. He's a fucking moron. But he didn't actually put the finger up his nose and in the dough. It was two different fingers.
But the next time you go to support this fucking douchebag franchise Domino's Pizza Pazzarati,
oh my!
They weren't even as smart to see Big Me, and they've got it all on, security cam or whatever.
It's all about, as you said, investigative journalism.
Yeah, that's why we don't get enough credit. Next story, ladies and gentlemen, then we'll go to Mike reads the news, and then Big B and I'll decide if we're just going to talk about shit or safe talk in FLA for our final show for 3 weeks. So maybe we'll do a Amanda sex story of the week and talking FLA special.
There you go. But can I tell you right now, these kamikazes are hitting me fucking big time. Holy shit.
All right, but you got to get me through this, and then we'll get to Mike reads the news, and then you can babble on. I'm writing down shit just because I don't have anything written down.
I have one thing written down so far.
This is from my home country of Canada.
It is.
I have not read the story, ladies and gentlemen. Full disclosure. We've talked about glory holes several times on the show. Glory holes in truck stops. There was a hotel with a built-in glory hole. Remember that one?
Oh, yep. I remember.
This Toronto man is getting prison for tricking men into anonymous sex through a glory hole in a sheet. He's like the Casper of porno. Anyway, tell us the story.
I'm writing things down. 1 second. Okay, I'm ready.
So
this next story.
How do you get tricked? I know we haven't done the story yet, but I'm gonna walk in. I'm gonna walk in the bedroom tonight, holding a sheet over my head, and then Melissa's gonna go, "What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm just pretending I'm a ghost." And then I'm gonna stick my cock through a hole in the sheet. Like, how do you fool somebody? Same as being in a bathroom stall. You're sitting there taking a dump, doing your business, and some random guy shoves his cock through the hole in the wall. You don't know what that is? It's not a carrot for the horse.
It is not a carrot for the horse. Can you write that down? Because I have to read the story.
Yeah, I'll do that if you want.
This next story comes from the Toronto Star. Facebook user, before I read the story, Facebook user says midget glory hole Russian roulette.
Yes. Well, and that's got to be Jimmy again, because I think we talked about that. He was going to have that at the bar.
Right.
What's the other? Wait a minute, I lost my train of thought. It's not a carrot for the horse. Yeah. Okay.
Headline reads: Toronto man gets prison for tricking men into anonymous sex through hole in sheet.
I can't wait for this. We didn't do stories last week, so I can't wait for this.
Well, Before I read the story, I feel compelled because there is a warning listed on this story. I feel compelled. I must read it. Warning. This story contains explicit details of sexual assault.
Well, I've been swearing my ass off the whole show, and you fucking take the Lord's name in vain. I mean, I think we've crossed every line to the 7 pains of hell.
But it's right here on the story, so I felt the need to read it.
If you want to leave now, ladies and gentlemen. But with that warning, we're really going to heat up.
Earmuffs.
Yeah. So if you want to see us at our best, these are the kind of stories that set us off. So I say, lock it in. Here we go.
On 2 separate occasions in 2020, Tony Saphir tricked 2 men into believing they were talking to a woman online and invited them over to his Toronto home to have anonymous sex through a hole in a sheet hanging in a doorway.
Oh my God.
The ruse came to an end when the second man pulled the sheet down to find Saphir cowering on the ground in a black wig, and he was later arrested. Ontario Court Justice Kathy Mocha convicted the 33-year-old of 2 counts of sexual assault, given that the victims had been misled about the identity of their sexual partner. On Friday, she sentenced him to 28 months in prison, 14 months for each count. He'll also be on the sex offenders registry for the next 10 years. Quote, "It is the violation of personal integrity and the negating of the victim's right of self-determination that makes these offenses serious." Saphir will be seeking his release.
Wrong on so many levels.
Saphir will be seeking his release on bail pending the outcome of his appeal of Mocha's decision. His lawyer said he maintains that he was wrongfully convicted and that his convictions rested on legal error. In her previous decision convicting Saphir last September, Mocha found that the 2 victims believed they were talking online with a woman and were going over to her home for a glory hole scenario. Hold while I write things down.
Yes, please do, because I got to go on a rant here. So, sexual offenders list is like a rapist, someone that digs children. You're online looking for something.
Mm-hmm.
You agree to this sheet scenario, whatever it is.
Right.
When, what was her name? Gloria?
The prosecutor was...
No, the dude who was being a woman.
Oh, Saphir. Tony Saphir.
Sophia puts her dick through the glory hole.
Saphir, not Sophia.
Sophia.
Sfeir.
Okay, so whatever. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. When it puts its dick through the glory hole, ding, ding. I'm 3 times over the legal limit, but I think that's a penis.
See, I'm going the other way. I don't think he put his dick through the glory hole. He had his ass available on the other end, and they put their dick through the glory hole.
Oh, so anyway, I'll run with that. I think you're right. I didn't think of that.
Mm-hmm.
So he's lubed his fucking ass with some nice VY gel or whatever it's called. KY jelly.
KY jelly. Yes.
Yeah, whatever it is. I've never used it. So I have not KY jellied, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, so he's lubed his ass up. Okay, listen. If you let that drunk guy go, you got to let. If you are so stupid, remember the fat girl story, ladies and gentlemen?
Mm-hmm.
Buyer beware. Okay? I ain't sticking my dick through a sheet. It could be a fucking aquarium of piranhas, for fuck's sakes. Like, no, Big B, no, not guilty.
Well,
number one, if you need to go online to find your significant whatever, or you want to frolic through the weeds, you're going to get what you're going to get.
Mm-hmm.
What do they call that? You like person puts the wrong picture up. It's called like
catfishing.
Yeah. So, hey, Big B, my name is Mary. I'm really horny tonight. But I'm going to hide behind a sheet to make it really sexy. You stick your penis through. And what if it was, what's her name, Bobbit on the other side?
Ooh, Lorena
You'd have a
Bobbitt.
sex change before you even knew it.
My God.
Well, you've watched like the Jeffrey Dahmer shows and all that. Like, yeah, no, not at a gas station, not through a sheet, not anywhere. I'd put my hand into something or I'd put a flashlight and looked. I would never stick my dick through a hole anywhere.
Well, this gets interesting because it describes things. So they're saying the two victims believed that they were talking online to a woman and were going over to a home for a glory hole scenario. That is a hole in the wall or other material through which people can engage, typically in anonymous sex.
Yes.
As instructed, the victims walked into the home and put their penises inside a hole in a sheet hanging in the doorway. Oral sex was performed, and then it became penetration without warning, which both victims believed was anal. Well, there's no other way it was with this fucking guy. Their identities are covered by a standard
How did they know the
publication ban.
difference if they've never done it before?
It doesn't say that in here, but Mocha, who's the district attorney, rejected Saphir's testimony that the men were in fact communicating with a woman named Angela.
You said her name was
No, that's the guy's name, Tony Saphir. He was posing as Angela, apparently.
Angela.
Who he said he had access to his home. The judge concluded that Angela was a fictitious person created by Saphir. In her sentencing decision on Friday, Mocha found that there was no evidence of real remorse or appreciation of harm done. Quote.
No, because both parties are sick in the fucking head.
Quote.
I'm going to do some Rick Springfield for you now.
The method.
Said I had Angie's ass. Da 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 da.
The method he used of the glory hole, using a wig, telling the victims he had to be quiet so he wouldn't have to speak to them, all helped maintain the illusion that he created in his communications that the victims were engaging with a woman.
Why?
As with most victims of sexual assault, they wonder if they somehow are at fault for what happened. Yes, they are. They feel shame and are unable to confide in those.
I don't mean to interrupt. I know you're trying to get through this and you're 3 sheets to the wind. And thank God you're not driving. Why did Angela need a wig if it was behind a sheet and it was a blowjob and anal sex? What do you need the wig for?
So he could get off as well. You ever see
self-gratification?
Right. You ever see Silence of the Lambs when Buffalo Bill is doing his he's tucking his dick and doing the dance in front of the mirror? He's got the wig on.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing. He's fucking dancing the wild horses and saying, I'd fuck me. That's fucking what he's doing.
I'm sure I've said this several times on the show, ladies and gentlemen. I have not glory holed.
We do a lot of glory hole stories on this show.
Well, in a way, it's fascinating because it's so fucking weird. Hey, has anybody glory holed in like one of those porta potties?
I don't know.
where you like lure someone into the stinky piece of shit porta potty, and you got like it'd be easy you could just use a little knife, cut a hole in there, and then you shove your dick in, and while you're smelling shit, suck my cock, bitch. Or I guess it's not a bitch, probably some gay guy. But anyway, sorry,
I'm skipping.
My imagination goes wild. And
your imagination should
because
go
of the
wild.
show, I'm gonna have like the wildest fucking nightmares. I'm gonna wake up in a cold sweat and need to go take a shower.
So I'll let you run with this next paragraph. Court heard that Saphir has no prior criminal record, volunteers with his church, and provides financial support to his parents in Lebanon.
Oh, so this goes twofold. So I know you're raised Catholic and you don't believe in that stuff, but now I'm a firm believer that you can be spiritual without the church, because I believe the church was the veil that was torn down when Christ was crucified. And I don't want to get into that shit. I'm not going to, but the church is evil. The church is made by man.
Right.
Not a fan of it.
Right.
What I believe is what I believe, but I have never locked myself to church with what I believe. Second thing, those fucking camouflage sand fleas, like, they come over here. I don't know if you get them over there. We just had a mass shooting. We just had a mass shooting in Ottawa. 3 kids, a wife and her relative, 5 people in Ottawa, with an exchange student from Sri Lanka. Where does an exchange student get a gun where guns are illegal in this country?
Right.
It kills like a 2-month-old kid, a 4-year-old kid, and a 7-year-old. Why are we letting these people in? Look, you might not like fucking Donald Trump. Build the fucking wall and shut the door.
I agree 100%.
Like,
but in this case, so now I'm skipping ahead. So there's a person with the last name of Badali, which is the defense attorney, I'm assuming. Badali has suggested that the effects of COVID, the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic led to poor decision making by Saphir. So he's blaming his decisions on the pandemic, which ended a couple of years ago.
Well, this story's from 2020, you said. So basically, he was protecting.
Well, this story was, on 2 separate occasions in 2020, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep,
So that was during the COVID outbreak. So,
right,
but
you got it. Yeah.
How would he do it today when everything's wide open?
I don't know. But to further this, it's quote, many people during the pandemic had difficulty making personal connections and were creative in how they dealt with it. So this was him being creative in dealing with his personal connections.
But again, Big B. My name is Angela. Angie.
Your name is Tony, but you're calling yourself Angela.
Right. But I'm talking to you online or however we're conversing.
Right.
My name is Angela. I want you to come over, and there's going to be a sheet hanging in the door, and I want you to stick your unit through it. You've got to own a little bit of ownership here. I don't know about you. Yes, I confessed the story of the fat girl, and I fell off the mountain. Okay? Not fun, not proud of it. I've got a beautiful wife, and she's been with me for a quarter of a century.
Right.
And we're normally happy. Well, we're normally happy with each other. That's a story for another day. Anyway, it's one thing to say, oh, there's a fat girl, I want to jack off, or do I want to, like, come in the fat chick, right? Like, But let's be realistic here, folks. Even the most demented of you, and I know we have some demented listeners. We had Amanda on the show last week with a dildo that has a flashlight, and I still can't wrap my head around that. I still don't know what the flashlight's for when it's inside of the person. Like, am I looking at the Northern Lights? I have no idea. Anyway, that was last week. But if you were given the option to go to someone's house that you're meeting online, you haven't even been catfished because there's probably no picture, and they tell you to stick your dick through a sheet.
Right.
If you're going to do that, I'm sorry. We've all made dumb decisions in our life, but Angela, or whatever you call them, is not guilty. You're online. I could go online right now and I go, I want you to come over and I want you to face forward in my recliner, and there's going to be a hole in there, and I want to stick your penis through it. If you're enough of an idiot to fucking do that, as Big B would say, you deserve syphilis of the eye.
There you go. I didn't even have to rant about it this week.
Not guilty. I know I'm ranting tonight. I apologize. Not guilty.
Wow, you say Tony Saphir / Angela is not guilty.
Not guilty.
Wow.
It's not entrapment. They were adults, correct? They weren't children.
No, they were adults, yes.
So they were adults. They knew what they were getting into, okay? They thought it was a female, but they were still sticking their dick through a sheet.
They were.
Who the fuck does that kind of shit?
I don't know, but people do pay good money for that service at some place.
It's like, what was that girl we had on way back when? And she that dominatrix, and she told us people paid for her to pee on them. Okay, if you get fucking hepatitis, you got nothing, no leg to stand on in my book. You told someone to urinate on you.
Right.
Okay, so if hepatitis, I don't know how it spreads, but if it gets in the pores, or you get a little in your mouth, or you sniff, whatever, that's not on me. That's on you.
I hear you.
All right.
On a side note, your wife knows a whole lot about that story that you were.
It's been big news, and it's sad. It's not fun like we're having right now. All right, folks, we're not going to get to talking FLA, but hopefully Amanda says she's going to come back. I don't know how that fucking blue thing that did this. I don't know any woman will want that inside of her. But anyway, go back and watch last week if you missed it. It was kind of special. So we'll do talking FLA next week, and we'll probably add to the stories and see where we get. Let's break this down with Mike Jolitz, and I don't know. I hope we have a couple things. We'll try and name the show. And if you have ideas, share them with us. We love you guys. All right, here we go. Ready? I need to. By the way, I hope it's warm out, because I don't think I'm going to put a sheet on tonight.
You are now sheet scared.
Oh my God!
You are scared sheetless.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, this show does. That's why I put on the crime stories at night. They talk about murder and shit, and it distracts me.
There you go.
And I'm not thinking of all this shit. Ladies and gentlemen, good friend of the show from Surprise, Arizona. He did Twitter shits earlier, but he does news in like 3 minutes and tells you everything that happened this week that we didn't cover. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike reads the news.
And now, Cave Crew Radio presents Mike Reads the News with Mike Jolitz.
hello, Cave Crew Radio. Hello to you, DK. Hello, Sir Big P. And hello, listeners around the world. Yes, guys, it is now time for Mike Reads the News. 2 more people who were hospitalized due to injuries sustained in the mosh pit at the Ed Sheeran concert last summer have died. The death toll has risen to 5 now. Police in Corbin County have put out the last call for the pig they found out on Bacon Creek Road last fall. They said they're going to have a barbecue off that fat fuck in October if it isn't picked up. LeBron got his 40,000th point last weekend. It's about time. Wasn't even on a flop. And of course the Lakers lost. No surprise there. So I'm down 1 quart and 2 pounds after my extensive research of the movies with Cagney Lynn Carter. She was a great actress. My right hand is severely cramped, though. Filming for Bad Boys 46 wrapped up. Will Smith slapped the living shit out of all the bad guys and took them to jail. Even people he wasn't investigating turned themselves in. It should be great. Mike Tyson's going to fight Jake Paul in July at AT&T.
Oh, shoot. Sorry, guys. We're going to start that. Sorry, we got to start again. My apology.
Hello, Cave Crew Radio. Hello to you, DK. Hello, Sir Big P. And hello, listeners around the world. Yes, guys, it is now time for Mike Reads the News. 2 more people who were hospitalized due to injuries sustained in the mosh pit at the Ed Sheeran concert last summer have died. The death toll has risen to 5 now. Police in Corbin County have put out the last call for the pig they found out on Bacon Creek Road last fall. They said they're going to have a barbecue off that fat fuck in October if it isn't picked up. LeBron got his 40,000th point last weekend. It's about time. Wasn't even on a flop. And of course the Lakers lost. No surprise there. So I'm down 1 quart and 2 pounds after my extensive research of the movies with Cagney Lynn Carter. She was a great actress. My right hand is severely cramped, though. Filming for Bad Boys 46 wrapped up. Will Smith slapped the living shit out of all the bad guys and took them to jail. Even people he wasn't investigating turned themselves in. It should be great. Mike Tyson's going to fight Jake Paul in July at AT&T Stadium in Texas. Unfortunately, it's just an exhibition match. Whatever. Kamala Harris was in Phoenix today. I'm glad I had the day off. Last time that cackling idiot was here was bedlam on the freeways. And before I finish the news, I'd like to remind all the ladies out there that next Thursday, the 14th, is Steak and a Blowjob Day. All right, okay, guys, that does it for the news. It's now time for the tidbits. They're not headlines. They're just little tiny pieces of shit. Yeah. Russell Wilson was released by the Denver Broncos. Oh, don't care. Nikki Haley ended her presidential run. It's too bad. Jason Kelce retired from the NFL. Oh, yeah. The Ostrich Festival is going on this weekend in Chandler. Oh, yeah. NASCAR is in town this weekend, too. Oh, yeah. And finally, the NBA All-Star Game is returning to Phoenix in 2027. Meh. Oh, yeah. Alrighty, guys, it does it for the news. It does it for the tidbits. I am out of here. Hope you guys have a great show. I will be listening later on. Tschüss, ciao, and auf Wiedersehen. Later, guys. Bye-bye.
I just want to make one thing clear. I clicked the wrong button. I have not kamikazed.
I have.
I know you have.
And
the second thing, if you are participating in Steak and a Blowjob, beware girls named Angela inviting you to glory hole in a sheet.
Do not glory hole in a sheet on Steak and a Blowjob Day.
Exactly. All right, folks. Might have lost some of you along the way, but if you're still with us, this is the time when we name the show. Not so proud of myself today, but I do have a few things written down. I do have a couple ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Big B, I should give him credit for this. Have me write down, it's not a carrot for the horse. Good show note, I think. I also wrote down, rolling off the mountain.
You were
I don't know why I wrote this down, but it kind of struck me. Weird things strike me. 999.
There you
go. 3 more. 2 for show names, but the next one I had was Snot Dough.
I don't remember that.
That was, remember you yelled out Snot Dough during the Domino's story.
Oh, right. Okay. Domino's.
Oh, we're out of it tonight, folks. I got 2. Either one could be a show name. Big B may have something better. But the 2 I have written down for show names is the Slush Puppy Center.
Yep.
And the second one was just recently Sheet Scared. Big B said that.
Scared sheetless.
Oh, that's good too. I say you have 3.
I have 4.
Oh, see, you picked up like me.
I just had, before the others came in, I had Glory Hole Sheet.
Okay.
Nothing major.
Glory Hole Sheet.
Then you came up with the line, the Casper of porno.
Okay.
I too, just like you, had Slush Puppy Center.
I really like that, as weird as it is.
And I thought that was going to be my name, but until the end, where in the story, there was a line that said, Glory Hole Scenario.
Oh,
that is my entry for.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Glory Hole Scenario. Which, once again, ladies and gentlemen, both of us are married, have children, we work, we do not spend the night in the clink. 3 weeks in a row, the title of the show has to do with penis.
And you specifically asked, can we not do penis this week?
Yeah,
but we can't avoid it.
I like that. Well, ask any of our female listeners if there's any of them left out there. Good night, Isbia. I'll be up after I eat with a sheet over my head, a hole in it. But ask any woman. Penises are fun. At least for them.
For them, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, folks, so running blind here. We've got one more show next week. We're going to hiatus for 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Vacations, epicenters, whatever's going on. But we'll be back. We're not leaving you. There may be interruptions throughout the year. Big B for his epicenter, me for my new responsibilities and needing to vacation. But we're here and we'll make it worth it. So next week, we guarantee you a complete talking FLA before we break, and hopefully some more toys that we haven't seen.
I can't wait.
Maybe she'll bring on like a sex doll or something.
Ooh.
Or like a anyway, we'll talk to Amanda. We'll see if she's available and say like, hey, Amanda, it's your last chance to get the word out there, before our hiatus. Let's call it a hiatus.
Right.
But we love y'all, ladies and gentlemen. I need to get a bite to eat. And oops, sorry. Let me do that. And we will see everyone next week. Say goodbye, Big B.
Later.
I want you to pack up and get out.
Get the hell out of here! Go! Just go! Get out! Get the hell out!
That will conclude this evening's entertainment.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
When you open your heart to patriotism, there is no room for prejudice.